Good morning, everybody, from lovely France. Had a great sleep, fresh mountain air, of course. So today another day of adventures, hopefully, and see a lot of World War II things. I've got a couple of missions I want to go on, but first, I'm gonna show you Kaysersberg, because yesterday it was raining, didn't have the time, and didn't feel like it, to be honest, in the piss pouring rain. Weather is good again. So hop in on the rocksteady bike here. Whoop whoop. Even with a French castle. Ooh. And up here in this location, it's well, for me at least, a very famous location with some iconic war photos. There is a photo where you have got like a mortar position here, American ambulance driving, and yeah, iconic bridge. Always when I'm here I have to visit the bridge and take a photo on this spot. Think I'll edit in the movie some old photos from it. But yes, also this village saw heavy fighting. Was the stage area for German and American attacks and counterattacks. So we're in the middle of Kaysersberg. Still cute, eh? And yeah, also here battle damage. Because yes, these streets were also hard fought for. There was a containment of SS soldiers in the village. And well, here you can clearly also see the battle damage on the window sills. There are some iconic pictures of Shermans driving in the streets here. We're gonna go there to the old church. And a very famous photo is from here. You had the Sherman tank standing here. And that's a church, hard fought for. At one point, almost all the village here was kind of liberated. You had fanatic SS who took position up in the church for a last final battle. You can see everybody's preparing for the Easter celebrations here. It's nice. Yeah, look at this. Also in winter time it's really cute here. The whole village is like one big Christmas market. Maybe even better than in Germany. So we're checking it out. It's a small cemetery in the village. French soldiers are buried. First Regiment, Chasseurs d'Afrique. So again, that's the Moroccan and the Algerian guys. Mohammed Ben Ahmed. Overlooking the wine fields. And the mountains that were fought for. Also a Jewish man who died for France. And yeah, during the counterattack from the Germans, as said, they walked up the hill there, crossed a couple of mountain passes to advance for the attack. But yeah, that's a whole walk on itself. I'm gonna do it one day, but that's a full day walking forward and back, and I just don't have the time for that. Here's some beautiful wood carvings. Guess for Christmas and things like that. I don't know. Some old stuff, right? Look at this. It's like 1680. Old school stuff. Cool. And, here another memorial. 5th Division Blonde, French. But yeah, the Americans pretty much liberated most of these areas in the whole Colmar Pocket, to be honest. Funny thing is, this was pretty much the first big battle that the new French army fought. Of course, a lot of parts from France were already liberated, so they set up a new army with American gear. And they pretty much had chosen the areas here because of the historical significance. Sorry for my pronunciation on that part. Of course, with the history of it being German, they kind of set a point. Charles de Gaulle really wanted to liberate this area with his French army to show the people here, like, hey, you know, this is French area and we're never gonna let you down and let you go. They liberated the areas around the city and raised the French flag. It's a relative big city, really beautiful. It's like this village in the big, really cute, which also saw heavy fighting, and it's even in video games. So well worth going, guys and girls. And yeah, take a short bike ride around the village, head back to the car. Yeah, Kaysersberg, small cute village with a lot of history, well worth it. Yeah, I love my bike, to be honest. Going pretty fucking smooth. Whoop whoop! Farm is busy preparing the wine fields for next season. And the reason I stopped here is this sign statue, the cross, as this was a staging point for the Germans, how they say it, recognition point. And that's the bloody hill. Americans really had a rough time conquering it, as the Germans were dug in their foxholes. So they really had to drive up close with their Sherman tanks to attack the position from close range with the 50 cal and just trying to bang them out, but it only partly worked, as many Shermans there got knocked out, Panzerfausts, etc. Mines. And yeah, this route actually is called Route du Vin. It's a beautiful drive, especially in the summer with all the wine ranks. It's a not so touristic road. It's a road my grandfather always took to the next village, so for me it's got some memories. As a kid sitting in the car, I was just looking around and flabbergasted by the views. And so yeah, it brings good recollections. We're overlooking the small village of Riquewihr, Middle Ages town, really cute. The hills here are covered with foxholes, so you had the Germans coming from that direction over the hills, which is all pretty rough ground. And from there they staged their attack, going down boop, towards the village of Riquewihr, where the Americans were waiting. So yeah, the Americans took the village, they were in position, they got attacked from the hills, but also from the wine ranks where I'm standing today. And they had positions in the houses you see here, and they were just, yeah, blasting away on the Germans, going towards it. A couple of attacks like this happened, first during the day. It did not work out for the Germans, so they tried it in the night. Also did not work out. And the fields were littered with German bodies, vehicles, everything. And then they retreated. Over there the hills from which the Germans tried to attack this little Middle Ages fortress town. As you can see, it's really old, protected by high walls. Fortunately for the village, it did not get bombed a lot with artillery. But yes, really interesting, because here you can see the old Middle Ages stuff. But then if you look at this old wooden door, it's actually the original one. Look at the holes that are punched in. See? So, and if you look at it, looks like it's definitely battle damage from World War II. Pretty strange to see on middle-aged walls. And old tower. Well worth to visit this village here, as you can see. But my advice, don't go in the high season, summer, or with Christmas, because it's just crazy busy here. You got buses full of like no hard feelings, Asian people just photographing everything. Yay, hello kitty. How you doing? Meow. Oh, interesting. Rue Sevastopol. That's like Ukraine. You got my point on that part, right? Still searching for a special one, and I believe it's here. I think it's this one. I'm gonna. Is it here? No, it's not here. Of course, I've got family history here. Everywhere. There's a certain clock in this village. Here. I think it's here then, yes. Nope, also not here. Oh, wait. That's further. Is it here? Nope, it's not here. My memory is catching up on me. It's funny, I visited this town with my older brother, who had not been here for, I don't know, 15 years back then. At one point he was for school, for his Latin lessons. We found a clock here which read Carpe Diem. So he sent that to his Latin teacher. Ah, there we go. It's fan stuff at the moment, but you see the clock. Carpe diem. I don't know, in Dutch it means pluk de dag. In English it's like, I don't know, make the best of your day, I guess. And he was surprised I still remembered him taking a photo of it. And yeah, here's a very famous photo with all the Nazi flags hanging in the street here. We're on zand today. Keeps the ladies away.
It's not time to make a change. Just relax and take it easy. "5,307 German soldiers lay here from the Second World War, who all fell in this area." So all the battles we've talked about before, this is their final resting place. And really impressive. I did not know the cemetery was here actually. I've only been to the German World War I cemeteries, or in the area that I always visited. I think my grandfather also would not have really liked going to these places considering his history. And if you remember the story I told you yesterday about the German soldier knocking out the tanks, could well be this is his final resting place, as he is buried in an unknown grave. And all the dates here are indeed, January, February, the times that the battles here took place. Still many flowers on many graves. Panzerbrigade. Yes, these were men too, children. I don't see them any different than Allied soldiers. They just had to do what they did. There was no choice. Well, there was a choice, but the outcome in general would not be really nice. Well, the main reason why I ended up here near the German Cemetery is because I wanted to look for an old photo, very famous photo, you might have seen it, about the howitzer firing, and that is supposed to be near Ribo. Well, that's Ribeauville. Here is Bergheim, but Bergheim is part of the Ribeauville area. And I think that I actually found the location, because the photo was taken on a very specific spot with a house and a couple of roads. Of course, a lot has changed over the years. More houses have been built, the wine ranks have changed. So that would be really nice. I think I do got it. I said I know where the battles were, I know where they were aiming at. The area I'm at here right now, it's on the big hill. The German cemetery is behind me. And I know that this part the Americans liberated first. And then they went in that direction of Kaysersberg, Kinsheim, where I've spent the last days to liberate those. So it would make sense to have, of course, an artillery position with a nice view, which could lob shells into these areas over there. Just came from that direction. The German cemetery. Bloody Hill is over there. Just came from the village of Riquewihr. Really impressive. The whole village there got annihilated. Really strange. And well, on the road to Audie Murphy's memorial, I came across bunker. You don't see that many World War II bunkers around here, to be honest, although I'm not here every week. And this one, well, look at that, it got pounded. I know the Americans had loads of Sherman tanks here, and well, this one got banged up hardcore. Really impressive. Really impressive. And oh, funny, there's actually like a pan on top. So maybe somebody's been metal detecting here, I guess. Just wow. And I do think they put some, I don't know, maybe new plaster on it at one point, but really nice bunker. Yeah, this side is just blasted away. Multiple hits. Open ground here, so you had the tanks going through the fields. And well, you don't want to be inside here when that's hitting up, I can tell you that. Have a quick look inside. See what you come across here, eh? Don't see bullet holes here from like small arms fire, and well, yeah, it's really messy, of course. Well, I'm glad it's in the summer because hornets, that's for sure. Oh shit, it's messy here, guys. Oh yeah, even inside there, big battle damage, so that either threw something inside or pretty sure that bugged it up. Besides that, not much to see here. Oh yeah, cool, World War II bunker. Very happy. Now we're gonna move on to Audie Murphy. Right now we're at the memorial of Audie Murphy. And it's strange to realize what happened here. It's a nice memorial, I like it. Here a picture depicting the event. The open field behind me is what you see here. It's that field. The tank destroyer he climbed on. Mock up. Tank destroyer he was on. these look old actually. It should have some battle damage on it. Can't see that specifically, but yes, really, really epic place this is. Was actually kind of hidden in the forest, roughly 30 meters from here in that direction. The German attack came from the village following this road, partly along this ditch. When he saw the enemy approach, he did not hesitate, started firing, directing artillery. They had 2 tank destroyers in the woods here. Both got destroyed pretty fast because the enemy, which was approaching, was roughly 100 men of mountain troops and 6 yacht panthers or tigers, and those were beasts with an 8.8 centimeter gun. Yeah, these fields here were madness. Took up his rifle and through the ditch you see here, he kept shooting at the German soldiers. When he ran out of ammunition, he climbed on top of one of the tanks, which was burning, and he just started pounding the Germans in the field while he kept on directing artillery. And it all happened here. Eventually the Germans got decimated, pretty much thanks to one man, and they retreated, and they got support later on. They cleared all the woods here, and a day later the village was liberated. The village got destroyed 80%. I just drove through it and you notice it straight ahead. When you see like a lot of new buildings, a new church, just as in the village before, you know that it got destroyed. Because these villages are really old. And I think that's the reason why they put this piece here. I assume this, yeah, you see them often, right, with the Jesus on it here, the cross, and it's really cool because it still has the bullets in it. You can clearly see that. 1, 2, 3. And yeah, really amazing. Even the pole here, there's like a, I don't know, a pole standing here, and when I looked at it, check it out, 100% battle damage, just standing here. I assume it's a normal pole, not a barrel or some sort. Well, that was the Audie Murphy Memorial. The weather was turning pretty bad, and found a couple of relics, so I was happy. And considering it was gonna rain a little bit harder, I decided to move on. So far, happy with my choice. I knew there was a museum here, close by. Well, Strasbourg, it's like the big city. Park, it's called. And I already had seen they had a nice collection up here. And already when driving here in the area, industrial area, bit on the other side, they got a lot of tanks outside, probably waiting for restoration. See some cool bunkers here already on the outside, like complete steel. And they have a flag called Erika. Whoop, whoop. And a nice Churchill here. Must say all rusted up, but I guess they got enough vehicles inside here. Flag. Cool piece, cool piece. German there. So yeah, let's have a look inside. Take you guys along. It's gonna be a museum tour. And so far the first looks are really good. This looks like a very solid collection. STG. We found casings from it. Rijksarbeidsdienstuniform, luftshoots, okay. You don't see all these things often in the museums I've been to. It's pretty cool. Well, I guess we're gonna go in the hall. Yeah, if you guys could smell it, it smells like World War II vehicles. Okay, I like this collection, yes. Okay, this is a strange one, I've never seen it before. Ah, Locust, okay. Air transport, yes, I know, got it. I've got some relic pieces from Locust. Okay. So they could drop these with gliders, and yeah, pretty neat. Ta-da! Yes. Hetzer. If this is Hetzer. Swiss still produce these after the war. So many of the ones you see driving around, they're like Swiss. I can't see the difference, but you bungs and bad boys pretty sure can. Got the anti-tank guns. I get them where for no recoil. Idiot millimeter. I think this is pretty cool that they did this U-boat. Oh, there's also upper floor, I think. Oh, it's closed. Oh, that's really cool. So you can like shoot at the bad boys. They'll all be dead by now, eh? So yeah, the vehicle, really impressive. I like it, I like it. Some cool pieces that I've never seen before. And well, I guess more base navale, naval base. See everything in French, right? Got like a turret, you can get in. I'm just gonna skip it, guys. But so this was a funny surprise.
And well, that was the museum, guys. I kept it short for you. I'm making a complete episode about this museum, so if you want to check it out, see the full museum episode, because it's simply too much. Really lovely museum. Was pretty funny, French style of course, but I'm really hungry and found a Macron McDonald's. So yeah, that was it for this day, I guess. Food, get back to my hotel, which I completely have to clean, because I also have to pay 60 euros extra. Damn French people, really bums me out. And tomorrow morning we're cruising to Italy through Swiss, so hopefully get some nice footage from the mountains, and on the way to Bologna, the Militaria fair. That's what this trip is all about, right? So... oh look, bunkers. Yeah, definitely bunkers.